Hello everybody. Today we are going to talk about conditionals. If you watch this video, you will learn how to build conditional sentences in English. You know, I just use a conditional sentence. It's very easy. Let's start. First of all, what means conditionals? Well, they are sentences used to express condition. That means that conditional sentences have got the first parts is the hypothesis, is the if clause, and the second part, which is the main clause, is the result of this hypothesis. Both clauses are separated with a comma. The hypothesis normally begins with if. And there are four types of conditionals: zero, first, second, and third. Well, zero conditionals. This is to express something that is always true. This is when we talk about general truths. For example, if water freezes, it turns to ice. Isn't it true? Isn't it always true? Yes. And what was the tense I use? Yes, I use a present simple, the sentence. Present simple in the first parts, if water freezes, and present simple in the second part. It turns to ice. Some more examples could be when the sun shines, snow melts. Or if we heat water, it boils. Right. It's very easy. Let's continue. We are now in the first conditional. What is it for? This is to express events that are possible. For example, if it rains, I will take my umbrella. What tense did I use? Yes, I use present simple in the conditional clause in the first parts and will plus infinitive in the main clause in the last parts. Let's read some other examples. If he doesn't study hard, he won't pass his exam. Or if he doesn't pay the fine, he will go to prison. Right, so present simple in the first parts and will plus infinitive in the main clause in the last part. Let's move on to the next conditional. Second conditional. This is to express unlikely events. This is to express imaginary situations which are not probable to happen. If I won the lottery, I would retire. What was my tense? Yes, I use past simple in the first parts and then would plus infinitive in the second parts. Another variation could be, if I won the lottery, I would go to an island. Or if I had time, I would take up a sport. Or, if I were you, I would talk to my parents. Right? Very easy, isn't it? Let's move on. Third conditional, which is a little bit more difficult, but I'm sure you will cope with it. This is to express imaginary situations again, but which are not possible to happen, that they did not happen in the past. If I had won the lottery, I would have gone to a desert island. If I had taken my umbrella, I wouldn't have got wet. What tenses did I use? Yes, I used past perfects in the conditional clause in the first part and would have plus past participle in the last part, in the main clause, the results. Another examples could be, if he hadn't got up late, he wouldn't have missed the bus. If Peter had studied harder, he would have passed the test. Or if he hadn't been acting badly, he wouldn't have been punished. So, to recap, we use if past perfect in the first part in the conditional clause and would have and past participle in the result or main clause. It's not that difficult, isn't it? Well, don't forget to write down any doubt, any question you may have, and we will share in our next class, right? We will reinforce all these learning, all these conditional sentences, right? With this presentation, I just send you this song, which is If I Were a Boy, I'm sure you know it, by Beyoncé, which is full of conditionals. Enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you next class. Goodbye.